All right, happy March. Manteno and Bourbonnais, Kankakee, Limestone. We're going to go through several areas. So first, I want to again reintroduce myself. I am SRuzick. I am with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Chicago, out of the Chicago network of offices, but I live right here in town. So all of these areas are just kind of like in my backyard and in the areas that I very much frequent. So I live right here in Kankakee County. I love it here. But yeah, let's go through some of these market updates. I apologize for a little bit of my hiatus. I meant to get a video out in February and had a lot of personal things kind of come up. One of which you can kind of see possibly here on my hoodie. I have a family member, a close family member that is battling breast cancer. So I am trying to work through that. And so I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible. I am going to be looping in Manteno and Bourbonnais in the same video just to make it a little bit easier, I guess, for myself. So we're going to start with this area, Winfield Estates and Eagle Creek. So let's turn on the maps. Let's see what's been happening here. Whoopsie, here we go. So I think we've got a little bit of activity. This one looks like it's new. 1016 Spring Street, Manteno, listed at 489. That is active. We've got this one, 1096 Winfield Drive, Manteno, listed at 925, also active. It looks like this one, 1675 Condor in Manteno, has closed at 420,000. We got 715 Peacock Place in Manteno is still active at 379. White Oak is still active, 350. I'm not going to go through every single address, I guess. So this one right here, AI means it's in attorney review and inspection. So it is officially under contract, which is great. We love to see that. And Longfellow is active as well. With that, let's go over to, you know what? I'll do those at the same time. So Manteno. Oh goodness. Now you're seeing all of my all my stuff. Wright Estates and South Creek. Let's take a look at what we've got going on here. More activity. Great. We've got some closed listings. So that is always good to see. So Gary Court is closed for 270. Let's see. This one's under contract. FIN means just finalizing the financing. So Stonegate here is 249 is the listing price. We don't know what it's going to close at. Stay tuned. Next month, we'll be able to find that out. This one is still active at 310. Right over here, active at 314.9. AI, so under contract, list price of 370. Of course, we won't know what it will close, what the contract price is until it closes. Coyote Trail closed for 320. This one also on Coyote Trail sold for 418. It's fantastic, beautiful house. This one's active at 399 and 449.9 temp. This could be another. There's a couple different reasons. Maybe there was something that was going on, or maybe there's some repairs that had to go into effect, or maybe the family itself just had some personal things that came up and they're just temporarily off the market until some of those things kind of smooth out, and then they'll probably go back live here soon. So there's numerous different reasons why a home would be under the temp status. I tend to see it a lot right around the holidays. So families in town, we don't want to have a whole bunch of people in and out of our house. Completely understandable. So let's go over here to InfoSpark. So this updates is why I waited until kind of now to do the info, get the video up and record, because the information uploads and refreshes on the 15th of every month. So try to do it right around the middle of each month. So what we can see here, as far as median sales price for January 2025 in Wright Estates in South Creek, Eagles Landing, Surrey, and Westfield Estates and Winfield Estates, median sales price or average sales price 380 and 339. in January. It's pretty much stayed the same and stayed level between January and February. So January was the last update, or no, it was December was the last update that we had seen. I meant to film in February and I did not. So this is January's updates. And then we got February's updates, which are right there around the same. What I'd like to see is new listings. How many new listings do we have? Total 34, 36. Contract to close listing. Hang on. Let's do listing to contract is the number of days from it being listed to having a contract. So Wright Estate, South Creek, around 38 days from listed to have a contract. And then 29 days for Eagles Landing, Surrey Estates, Westfield Estates. So let's see. I want to see closed sales. Oh, that's number, sales price, home for sale, close. Oh my gosh. Just listing, market time. Total market time from listed to completely sold. This is just the average, or the average. So 70 days, 42 days. That's from listed, under contract, to when it's actually closed. So the difference between average and median. Average is however many listings there are. For this particular case, number of days, X number of days, total them up, divided by however many listings there are, and that's that. And the median is kind of like a plot point. So if you put a dot on a line, is kind of that center point of each of those lines. So these data numbers might be a little bit different, severely different. So if we can have some of these weird outliers, especially when it comes to the sales and closed price, can very differ. So this, we're looking at the average. Now let's switch over to, or the median, and now let's switch over to the average. 361, 328. So I always look at, price per square foot when I'm doing market analysis. So 160, 190. That's the average or the median. And then we switch to 159, 190. All right. So those are some of the updates for Manteno. Let's now switch to the Kankakee Bourbonnais area. So we are going to, let's start with Bordeaux Estates. Let me get this all updated over here. Oh, goodness. You're seeing it real time. I am a human person. We'll do Briarcliff and Twin Ridge. And then we'll add in Eagle Creek and Bel Air. So we'll do these three neighborhoods next. So starting in Bordeaux Estates, what was it? Turnberry and Riverside Country Estates. So this is where I did not do this video last time. So you can see map, what I'm trying to gather here. There's a little bit higher priced areas. So let's take a look at them. Game Trail closed at $559. We've got Country Lane here active on the market, $745, and this one on Country Lane as well, also active at $725. Of course, if you are interested in taking a look at any of these, you can contact me. This one over here in Bordeaux Estates closed for $435. Yay, always like to see that. This is one of these, kind of a little bit of an outlier here. So LaSalle Drive closed for $260. And then we've got a couple of these here on Turnberry. Under contract, attorney review and inspection. So list price for $390. We will find out what it closes at some point. And then final financing. So also under contract for $419.5. We will find out hopefully next month in next month's video when or what that closes at. So let's go back to not expired. Sorry. Let's do Briarcliff, Twin Ridge, Plum Creek. Let's take a look at what's happening over here. So kind of very similar kind of area. So what do we got? We've got several active listings. So we've got, let's see, 77 Jeremy Drive is under contract, 300,000. So again, hopefully next month's video, we will find out what it closes at. Same thing with Mill Pond Road. List price was 269.9. Under contract, attorney review. This one's also under contract on Braemar Court, 3099. And 3 Ravenna Place, 359.9 is active. So if you're interested. And then we also have River Place Drive here, 345.5, which is active right now as well. Yay. So we've got, always good to see, we've got some under contracts and active. So, which is again, great to see. Things are moving in this area, which is good for sellers. This is, we are entering into spring market officially. So things are starting to pick up and they're starting to move a little bit faster. So let's keep that in mind as we tour. Might have to make a little bit quicker decisions here. All right. Bel Air, High Point, Prairie Chase, and Meadowbrook. So we've got, did we see this one before? I think we did. 1.1. Couple different lots. That one's actually new. That's a whole townhouse. That's not just one, it's 1, 2, 3 units. So any investors out there, we're definitely, I could definitely help you out with that. Brookstone closed for 327, which is great. Coming over here. Patriot Way is active on the market, 335. We got 375 over here. Final financing under contract, should be closing probably within the next couple of weeks. Halfway Road is still active on the market, 339.9. We've got Center Point is also active, 374.9. Let's zoom in here a little bit. 307 active here. Center Point right over here is under contract. So hopefully we'll get a closed price at the end of that. High Point over here, this cute ranch, closed for $290. All right, this one's brand new within the last week, 7 days, 360 High Point Circle. Fresh, new to the market, 310. Christina Drive, under contract, list price was 205. Under contract, we'll see what it closes at. Moving on down, Denison Drive here is active on the market for 199. And then Jordan Drive here closed for 169. So we've got some great prices over here. Things are moving. Like I said, they're moving. They are moving. So here we go. It's a whole list right here. If you're interested in any of those active listings, let me know. Now we'll go into, here we go. Let's go into the last just year so we get a little bit better. So we've got Bordeaux Estates, Turnberry, Riverside here in the red. Bourbonnais, Briarcliff, Twin Ridge, Plum Creek, Tower Ridge, and Bristol Woods in the blue line there. And Eagle Creek, Bel Air, High Point, Prairie Chase, and Meadowbrook is in that yellow line right there in the middle. I should rearrange those. But here we go. We've got, you know what? Let's go average sales price. So especially in the last couple of months, January of 2020, this year, 2025, we see the average price 405, 316, and 289. And then very similar, February 400, 320, and 288. We switch over to median price, 425, 296, 273. See, sometimes those are those price points tend to be very similar. And then we'll go into median market time. So this is listed to closed. And then again, if you're looking at several dots, what is the middlemost within those dots, plot points? We'll switch over to average here in a second. So 44 days, 20 days, and 11 days. Interesting, actually. Average, see, this is where you see a big difference. Some of those that in the median price could have been just investors, especially with the short one, 11 days, could be cash buyers, stuff like that. or ones that went on the market and maybe they were under contract before it coffee went under contract before it went live. Very possible as well. But we're looking at average market time. So this is just listed to sold, close, 79 days, 41 days, and 29 days. This completely makes sense for the 79 days for Bordeaux Estates, Turnberry, and Riverside Country because they're a higher price point. So with that, it tends to last and, listings sit for a little bit. So there's a couple different things, like within certain price points, things move faster. So in this area, between 1 to 200,000 moves a lot quicker. 2 to 300, just a little bit more. And then 400 and above tends to sit a little bit. Those are those more luxury listings, and not everyone can afford it. I can't afford that, but you know what? They're great to have. And they do help with just overall town price per square foot, and just supply everything. So with market analysis and stuff like that. So with that, I do want to look at the price per square foot, average price per square foot, 168, 142, 162. So completely depends. Let's go with median. So if you're ever curious, you can always kind of take these dollar amounts for about your about your own home value. This is just a quick and dirty, I like to say, price per square foot. If you know how much square footage you have, you're in this general area, take a look at that and just kind of average maybe even these 3 price points out. But it will also highly, highly depend on the condition of your home. If you're interested in knowing what the condition of your home is and what your potential cost might be, or not cost, price value might be, let me know. Even if this is tax season, guys. So if you need to give your CPA, your financial advisor, an updated market analysis, let me know. I can run a market analysis for your home based on just what current comps are. I would love to take a tour and take a look at your home. Doesn't have to be clean. I am not the cleanest person either. I think everybody's got a little bit of untidiness. So please don't worry about that. But I'm happy to take a look at your home so that way I can give you a pretty accurate market analysis. So that's something I can do, especially right now because it's tax time. So catch me early because my schedule very much fills up very quickly. This whole week is just kind of, I had not a lot, and now I'm completely packed through the rest of the week and through the weekend. So get me early. I can get in and get you a market analysis and go from there. So what I want to see is closed sales. So that's how many we've got closed. Listing to contract. Like I said, average contract listing to contract days. Not surprising, we see 43 days till you get a contract over here, Briarcliff and all that, 24 days, and then 25 days over at High Point, Prairie Chase, and Bel Air. If we look at the median, 17, 10, and 9. So that is showing that within 2 to 4 weeks, you should have a contract on your home. If not, then we might be a little bit overpriced with the current demand. Let's see if there's anything else that you are interested in seeing, let me know. But here we go. Here's the median sales prices. I think we went through that already, right? Did we? 425, 296, 273. An average 400, 320, and 288. So anyway, that is what I've got. We'll see you next month. Let me know if any of these other tabs down here are anything that you are interested in seeing and me going a little bit more into a little bit more depth about that. But yeah, I am SRuzick, your local real estate agent with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Chicago. I've got a deep connection with a lot of the Chicago agents. So there are a lot of people that are interested in moving out this direction because we see it here. You get more for your money. Some of these amazing, amazing properties would easily go for 50 to 70% more if they were in Will County, DuPage County, especially. So people they're okay with driving a little bit further. So that means if you are considering making a move and selling your house, please, I would love to be part of the conversation. Let me know if there's got any other questions or if I can help you with a market analysis for your financial, to give to your financial advisor. So that way you need a yearly checkup. Sometimes you need a yearly market analysis on your home. So that way you know how much, you've got in assets. So it's very important to keep that in mind, and keep that, up to date as much as possible. And I am more than happy to do that for you. Don't have to be selling a house to get in touch with me. Even if you just need a market analysis, I am there for you. If you need contractors or anything home, service related, insurance is also a big thing right now. A lot of insurance companies you've heard about everything going on in Florida, insurance companies backing out. Everybody in California also backing out. So insurance has changed. If you want to take a look at your current insurance, policy, maybe you want a second opinion, let me know. I can definitely get you in touch with my insurance advisor, and they can run some options for you and see what they can do as far as maybe potentially getting you a little bit better price. So, let me know. I am here for all of your real estate and home services needs. And until next month, enjoy this beautiful weather that we've got going on. It's been a little bit up and down. We're entering into tornado season. So again, be safe. Have an emergency plan put in place. Have a lot of your important documents in just grab and go folders. So that way, if you need to go hunker down, you can grab that stuff and, keep going. Have an emergency kit. I may come out with a post about what should be in your emergency kit. So stay tuned for that. Follow me on all the social media. Subscribe so that way you don't miss another update video about all these neighborhoods. And I'll probably be going into a couple other areas as well. If there's a particular neighborhood that you are interested in me covering in these monthly updates, let me know. Until next month, have a great everything. Have a great day. Bye, guys.